In this section, we'll be talking about circles, and the first thing we want to talk about is the distance around the circle, or the perimeter of the circle. That has a special name, and that's called the circumference. And that circumference with a diameter d and radius r is c, or the circumference equals pi times d, the diameter, or 2 pi r, depending on how the information is presented to you. You can use either one. For example, find the circumference of a circle whose diameter measures 10 inches, express this answer in terms of pi, and then round to the nearest tenth of an inch. So since we're given diameter in this problem, we're just going to use this first formula, pi d, so it's going to be c equals 10 pi. And that's how we express this in terms of pi. If you plug this into your calculator, you're going to get 31.4, and that is going to be in inches. Since this is circumference or perimeter, that is just your unit as is. You don't need to square it. So this is just 31.4 inches. For example, suppose a window has a rounded top plus a rectangle plus a semicircle. The base of the window is 6 feet and the height of just the rectangular part is 8 feet. How much trim to the nearest tenth of a foot is needed to go around the window? So the best thing to do here is to draw it. So it's going to look something like this. Okay, and the height of just the rectangular part is 8. The base is 6. And it wants us to find the trim, so it wants us to find what I've drawn in black, so it wants me to find the perimeter. Okay, so first we need to find the perimeter. Let's just talk about the perimeter of just the base rectangular part. So for that, for the base, it's just going to be 8 plus 6 plus another height right here of 8. Why am I not adding in another 6? Well, it doesn't want me to put trim right here, so I'm not going to add another 6. So for just the base, it's going to be 8 plus 6 plus 8. Then what we need to do is we need to find the perimeter of this semicircle. And what we need to find this for a semicircle is we're actually dealing with half a circle. So right off the bat, whatever we find is going to be 1/2 of that because it's 1/2 of a circle by definition. So we just want half of what we would originally find. And we have the circumference of this circle. I'm sorry, not the circumference. We have the diameter. The diameter of this circle is 6 feet because we're assuming this is rectangular. So right here, this is also 6 feet. So using that pi d formula from the previous page, we're going to have that 1/2 because it's 1/2 of a circle times pi times d, which is 6 in this case. So what you're going to do is add all these numbers together, rounding to 1 decimal place. It ends up being 31.4 feet, which is a little bit weird because it's the answer from the first one, but it's also the answer here. And again, just feet, it doesn't need to be feet squared because it's not area. For this last part, we're going to be talking about area of a circle. So the area A of a circle with radius r is A equals pi r squared. For example, which of the following is a better buy? A large pizza with a 16-inch diameter for $15, or a medium pizza with an 8-inch diameter for $7.50. So let's talk about this large pizza first. So what we want to do is first we're going to find the area of this pizza, and then we're going to figure out how much we are paying per square inch. So the area for the large pizza is going to be pi times r. So for the large, our r is going to be 16 divided by 2, which is equal to 8, because it's a 16-inch diameter, but for the area, we specifically need r. So it's going to be pi times 8 squared. Plugging this into your calculator, I'm not sure if I rounded the nearest whole number. I think I did. I got 201 inches squared. Again, this is area now, so we're going to do square units. For the medium saw, our area is going to be pi times our radius. So we need to find the radius of this 8-inch. So if D equals 8, then R is half of that, so R is equal to 4. So it's going to be times 4 squared. Plugging this into your calculator, you will get 50 square inches. And then what we need to do is we need to find the price per square inch. So when we do that for the large, since it's price per inch, you put the price on the top, so that's going to be $15 per how many inches we have. Plugging this into your calculator, rounding to 2 decimal places because it's going to be money, it's going to be 7 cents per square inch. Then for a medium pizza, price per square inch. So we're going to take the price, so the $7.50, divided by how many inches we have. So that's the 50. Plug that into your calculator. You will get 15 cents per square inch. So obviously, as we could have probably guessed, the large is going to be a better deal. Usually the more in bulk we buy, the better deal it is.